Hello and welcome back to HoI4. And yeah, we're in a bit of a different situation than we left last time. I released the Indian Empire, we got through the peace deal, and Canada surrendered, which caused a massive lockup. And I think that's because all of the nations that got released. So yeah, that explains. The entirety of Africa got released. I think France then barely exists. But the Third International now is huge, and I have to make a prediction here and say we're not gonna win this one. We are, if I would be a smart man, which occasionally I am, striking out against Third International is career suicide. Not just career, that's just suicide as an entire nation. They own the world. I think with that said, we are gonna build a lot more tanks. Right, let's get our asses into Kathmandu and see if we can get that one going. Oh, come on, you're not gonna lock up and again. Jesus, okay, so I've been trying to record this episode for a while now, and the reason why it's not been going that fast is because it's been locking up every single goddamn second because of nation releases. I thought it would be going right now, it just won't. There we go. Okay, it's not as bad. Right, let's see what happens in the next 24 hours. It's gonna just chunk every 24. Okay, we're good. Okay. Alright, just get in Kathmandu, which is just the bitchiest thing ever to do. These guys, they're bombed to hell. Right, yeah, but it's just mountainous territory, which is a bitch to take down, which is really annoying. Alright, we're in Kathmandu. Take Nepal. So, I'm not gonna keep these, and I'll show you in a second why. So, first of all, let's get you guys on here. Draw in proper order. And then we're gonna get purple and pumpkin in here. I don't know why I want to take down. So, here, look at that. Political power, just minus base stability and everything. I don't care much. Let's liberate them. Let's start pumping, by the way, some resources in. Yeah, I can. You're my puppet. Guaranteeing independence is a fairly weird thing to do. So, you might still flip. Possible. No, we just liberated one of the other nations. Okay. Yep, start the land lease. We're gonna at least send over all of our old equipment to free up some of our shit. So this is gonna be a little bit of a list we gotta click through. Oh my god, we have so much garbage. Holy shit, we've got a lot of junk. This is all gonna go. Oh my fucking god, how much crap did we get? Okay, this is not even correctly. Fuck. Okay, so we don't want this one in there. Yeah. Okay, so that's one. We're gonna send our old armor over. I wish you could do this faster. Let's just set number 1. I'm gonna set up all of our old aircraft. We're not at war right now, so this is the moment to do, and they need the equipment because we just stole everything on their surrender. There might be a other aircraft in there if I don't watch out. So we're producing 4 types of aircraft. Fuck me, I have an aircraft in there that I should not have in there. Oh god. Why am I doing this? I'm gonna speed through this soon, don't worry. International bombers. That's this one, isn't it? Oh, that is not it. I don't care much for this. This is all fine. I'm not gonna bother sending that over. So I wish you could just copy paste this shit over, but I'm gonna just say hopefully it's gonna do this correctly. It says it needs transport, so I might as well switch transports in there as well. Alright. This is the lazy method of doing it. Why am I recording this? I don't know. I've been trying to record this now, and I don't really want to stop it because of the fact that I actually need to send over some equipment. I need to just do this smartly. 1 second. Can I just shift select this and... Yeah, that's gonna go faster. Oh, how would I love a button that's just said like, hey, just all your outdated equipment that you're no longer producing, just send all of it. Only an aircraft? Jesus Christ, it's gonna take a while, isn't it? Probably... Nope, I'm gonna stick with it. You can see the pain I go through every once in a while. So, Dimosa, why don't you tell us a story in the meantime about maybe something historical? I have nothing at the top of my mind. The only thing I can tell you is that I barely have time to record these episodes, so every bit of gameplay that I can record, you guys are getting. My college is busy. I'm currently working on my minor, trying to find an internship, which being a bitch. Oh, if you want to hear a funny fucking story? Right, so I'm a student who does communications and multimedia design. It means I'm actually doing a sort of communication study, but actually have some prospect on a job. Because I actually learn practical skills, which is pretty good. It's a college degree. So I have been trying to get an internship because we are forced to have a 6 months of, well, it's about 4 months of internship where you just get some job experience, and then we have a another 4 months of graduation internship where we actually have to do some projects and work on that. Pretty fun, right? Thing is, I'm specializing in experience design, which is a fairly new field, which is incredibly closely related to UX, but it kind of goes further than just building a user experience. We're also kind of getting about the theory behind the user experience, which is pretty fun, pretty challenging. But it's a new field that only popped up a couple of years ago, so I was like the second or third class. I believe it's the second class that was starting to do the experience design thing. So I need to find an internship. Thing is though, we're experience designers, so we actually build products. However, we come from a design mentality. That means that none of us is educated into programming. Now I happen to don't mind programming. I actually kind of like it, because as long as at the end of the day I can say, look mom, I made that shit. Basically, when shit works, I get happy. However, this is where the kicker is. I've spent so when I start specializing from my second year onward up till almost the end of my third year, I spent most of my time programming for all my classes because we did not have a program. We work in projects. So basically, at the start of the project, the question comes along. These look awesome, by the way. Okay, you want to build a product. What product do we want to build? Okay, this and that. Who of us can program? And that would be the point where I would raise my hand and say, yeah, I can write in C# and a little bit of C++. Like a little bit, I mean a little bit. And I have a basic understanding of object-based programming. But I have a knack for programming. So then it would be like, okay, so Chris, that's me, does the programming. Good, fine, I don't mind. So at the end, so I spent 8 to 9 weeks programming software. Have fun, we build a product, you know, get a passing grade, that kind of stuff. Alright, so why is this the internship problem? I'm not allowed to program for my internship. I'm not joking. I am allowed to program for my graduation internship, because it's just like, hey, as long as you do a project in which research is done, we don't care which part of the project you do. As long as, you know, you work with the research, we don't care if you either, you know, are designing it or if you're programming it or whatever. So I am now forced to find an internship with a CV and portfolio which is full of programming work, And I'm not allowed to say, like, yeah, no, and then I have to say, like, yeah, I'm actually not allowed to program in any of your projects, so if you got something for me to do which is not programming, which is fucking bullshit, to be honest. So I've been spending a lot of time last months trying to get the my portfolio up there to show that I'm actually capable of doing other stuff than programming. Because surprise, surprise, I can actually 3D model. I can digitally paint. I'm learning to sculpt 3D sculpting right now, which is pretty fun. So I'm actually fairly functional in a lot of my work. I noticed something I'd forgotten. I have not set this up correct again, have I? No. There we go. Anyway, I am fairly multifunctional in what I can and cannot do. I can basically do like all of... So why can I do everything? I like building games. But I have no friends that also like building games. I do have friends. That would have been the saddest thing ever. But I have no friends. Oh. No, I do have friends, but I don't really have any friends that actually like building games as well. They like playing games, but not like they don't really are into the building aspect of them. So I learned myself programming. I've taught myself 3D modeling in Blender. I've taught myself digital painting in Photoshop. I've taught myself all of these things. Why? Because I wanted to do that. Just wanted to build games, and I didn't really know what I wanted to do for games. And recently I've just figured out I just like any aspect really so far. I like programming them because at the end of the day you see shit moving and working and you're like, cool, that's what I did. Or whatever, you're building AI or anything like that. I like building models because when you see them in game, it's awesome. I like animating because then when shit's finally moving, you're like, oh my god, that looks really cool, it's moving. I like texturing because you're no longer having gray blobs. It's really annoying. Genuinely annoying. Anyway, we're gonna duplicate this one. We'll call them these MBT. Save. And let's see, armor division. And we're gonna replace them with modern tanks. And stick for that for now. Did I save that correctly? MVT? That's not even close. MBT division, rename. There we go. And then we're gonna spend some time getting the modern SPGs. And then we're gonna replace production. Actually, I'm already gonna replace production on the medium tanks to modern tanks. It's gonna shift a little bit in... I need less iron, but I have the tungsten. Awesome. Pretty neat. I have a lot of these trucks, even though we're gonna lose some of it. So, how much of the equipment that we promised you have we sent so far? Delivered since. Quite a lot, to be honest. So... how much of it is left? Oh, a lot of it. We're not gonna fiddle with this. Just gonna keep it sending shit. There we go. Right, final war before we technically have to take on the Third International. You have your own orders. You... I don't know. Drive. Might be a smart idea if I call on my allies, because I'm not actually allowed to run through their nations otherwise. Everything is moving. Downfall stability. Yeah, we're on a teetering point here. Got new tactical bombers. Right, jet tactical bombers. It should be a fairly short war in theory. I always hate saying that this should be a... Getting Lhasa... I don't think that will force them to capitulate immediately. However, might be. I don't know. They don't seem to be able to resist. That aircraft was doing some funky movement, if you ask me. Alright. Got a lot of that big Empire of Japan thing there. Tibet. Take on the States. Thank you. Done. Alright, and then it's going to say, what do you want to do with the Empire of Tibet? Or it doesn't. That works, I guess. Okay, I just got everything stashed in that one. Let's not do that. So, let's get the big line. Very big line going. Really? Just... There we go. Tell the entire Red Army to do this. There we go. Army Group 1 is going to do that. I'm going to set up one of my tank divisions here and set the other one up there, because we're going to train a new one. That's good. Train the MBTs. It's going to train them all 24 at the same time. It's going to say like, hey, we don't have the equipment for it. And we're going to be like, no shit. No shit, surely. Alright, let's produce the MBTs that we need. I'm going to limit a little bit of the other production. To get MBT production higher. We need you as well. Okay. Ah, shit, I'm not producing any carrying naval bombers. Alright, I got our modern S battalion blah 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 blah. Nobody cares. Right, good. Conversion is acceptable. Right, so we're gonna get... Oh, no picture. Hey, missing equipment production. Yep, you're right, and I don't care. You're right, and I don't care. You are right, and I don't care. Indian Empire. We can just trade one factory for 88, and they can't leave, because that's Kaiserreich for you. They're a bunch of... Right, they're stuck. Modern SPGs. There we go. How long is it going to take you to produce all of it, according to your stats? Let's see. 850 days and a couple of thousand days. That's not good enough. How long for the other equipment? About 101 days. That's acceptable, I guess. So we have one more slot. I think I'm gonna have to admit that we're gonna need another division. Okay, and let's get the get this one up. So we're gonna switch over fighter and everything production. So how we're looking? We've sent you a shit ton of equipment. Is there anything a lot left? We're still working on some of it. Or is all of it set at none now? Looks like it. So, what if we clear all? Send it. Start a land list. Take a look at the equipment. Okay, so we weren't done yet. But it's not as much shit. There is a lot of this still left. Damn it. So, needed convoys available. You can send them these. Let's just send them the convoys first. Now they have some convoys, at least. Send. There is actually a way to clear out your stockpile of old equipment, but I think that's gonna be a waste, because there is an ally that I can feed this shit into. Also, I really wish they would store it sort of like... We've got 2 weapon 3s sending here, which is annoying. 56k. You know what? I'm gonna just look up that what it is. 56k of basic infantry 3, right? There we go. once. 55270 cent. It should take a while though. Because that's insufficient convoys. I'm not surprised, but we're sending them some more convoys. Yeah, these numbers are insane, but it's gonna cost these to never truly quit out, but whatever. Okay, are you building an army, India? That's my primary thing though. Are you? You have no factories? Wow, you have a crap ton of manpower, but you have a... Oh wait, your research might be total ass, because you didn't exist at the time. Yeah, that might be the case. That's not good. That's not good at all. So I actually need to start investing a little bit in you. Alright, let's take a look at the map. So we have the co-prosperity sphere, which doesn't have Australia in it, sadly enough. Wish we would have. That would be awesome, though. Hitting the third international is gonna be impossible. I don't know how we're gonna do this. I wouldn't even know how to do this. It's how to begin this. It's impossible, I think. Besides the fact that this front line is gonna be so fucking huge. Let's train some green troops in there, which is not ideal. Hey, we got nuclear weapons. I would really love an extended tech tree at this point, though. And we're developing it. 2.1% a day. That's not too bad. Missing equipment production. Let me guess. It's something to do with medium tanks. Because, oh, we're training these. That's probably not a good idea. How are we looking? This used to be 800. We're now at 400. Yeah, we're only at half efficiency. We're gonna double the production, which is about 20 a day. That's gotta be pretty good, to be honest. There's our first jet fighter. Gotta not build the first one. It's gonna... this is 1950, so that's 3 years of stagnated development. Oh boy. There's nothing left for us to research. Well, we don't need Marines. We might be able to swap them for Mountaineers. Might not even be a bad idea. No, it's gonna stick with the Marines. Colombia has capitulated. Oh yeah, Colombia, you were fighting something. Okay, the Commune of France just took it over. You know, Britain declared. See, now there's this sneaky little socialists. They're not communists. They're radical socialists. Oh, the game's been chugging. Come on, Kaiserreich, don't do the chugging thing. It's probably just the release of Colombia, so it's gonna take a second. There we go. We're back. We've lost the war against the. If they want to go against us, they can go like full 140,000%. There's not much we can do to stop them. Then again, is there something I want to do to stop them? Like I'm just gonna sad face. Oh well, we're gonna start these. There's nothing really much left for research to do. How are you gonna stop Russia, Europe, and the United States? And more. That's my question. Am I gonna strike out? Probably, just for shits and giggles. Am I gonna win? Hell no. Look at that. I'm out of fucking manpower for some reason. What? Where did I lose my... Are my tank divisions that expensive? Well, at least I can go in and buy service by requirement. I'm only at 5% if I go to war, but... I don't even want to fight them, to be honest. Look at that, look at that, look at that. Look at how many troops are stationed at my borders. There's so many of them. I don't even want to do this. Okay, so... what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna probably leave this up to you guys. Either... see, if we want to do this seriously, it's gonna take a while because India needs to get its ass into gear. Which is gonna take a fuck ton of time. Because it's also on the wrong conscription laws and everything like that. It's just gonna take an ass ton of time. I'm not gonna cheat, but for those that were thinking like, why don't you cheat? It's being the fun of the game for me. Yeah, but yeah, so what are we gonna do? So we're gonna need to cancel these guys. I'm gonna send some of my own in there. Anyway, what we're gonna do, we're gonna just sit here and let me do this, because I barely have time to record as we speak, so I don't really have the time either to just play through this anyway. So it's either gonna get recorded or it's just not gonna happen. I'm sorry, my minor is currently taking up tons of my time and trying to get the other things concerning that is also gonna take an ass. Is taking, it's not even gonna, it is taking an ass ton of time. Basically, my social life now is non-existent, which is fun. So yeah, keep that in mind. Or we're gonna do something else, something new, something fresh, something we haven't done in a while, and I have no idea what's that gonna be. So I'm up for suggestions. Does mean that we're gonna get one less Hearts of Iron episode this week, but we'll get some more Knights of Honor. I have a couple of other ideas, but I want to keep going with a little bit more Hearts of Iron. I like the game. I think it's a good game. It's not a popular opinion, apparently. According to some people, Hearts of Iron is total ass. I like it. However, this is a... Even if we would win this, right? Even if we can get India up to snuff, right? The chance of winning against the Third International is nigh on non-existent. Hell, if we want to check what we're fighting against, this is only Italy and Britain, and they've fielded 2.1 million manpower. This is not France. This is not the Iberian Federation. This is not Russia. This is not the USA. They're not in this war, but look at that. Look at the possible amount of... They have between 2,000 and 2,500 divisions. They've got between 3 and 3,500 factories. I'm not gonna do that well against that. All the tactics that I know are not gonna work, because I cannot outproduce that amount. It's gonna be impossible. I fucked that one up. So I'm doing this all kinds of wrong. Fun times. So for now, I'm just gonna clean this up, then I'm gonna end the episode, and I'm gonna leave it up to you guys as what's gonna be the end result. You go in here, you go in here, you go out there, you go in here, you go... what the f... in there, there we go. You are gonna get a general. Hopefully a decent general. Yeah, you're an infantry general. Get assigned to the right front, buddy. There we go. So with that, I want to thank you guys for watching and see you guys in the next one. Have a very good day. Bye-bye.